coming out of the US as well, it's just reaffirming that pretty positive stance on the economy. Still getting a fall in the unemployment rate, and interesting as well, you're starting to see more people now coming into the workforce looking for jobs. That's both been the case in the US and also Australia as well. On the back of that, still looking for the first interest rate rise in the US coming through in sort of June and July of this year, and that should be viewed as positive for the economy because it can stand on its own 2 feet. It's got good momentum going forward, and certainly interest rates are too low at current levels. Other positives for the markets out there as well has been this latest sort of ceasefire in Ukraine that appears to be sort of holding on the whole, which is good news. Greece is also sitting down and talking and trying to come out with some sort of package to sort of help the Greek economy and reduce the burden of those austerity package. New Zealand's still pushing on at a pretty good rate. Obviously the high New Zealand dollar, especially against the Aussie, is hurting a little bit, but it is a good opportunity to review any Aussie shares you hold, and maybe if you're looking at placing investments, maybe even look at some of the Aussie shares. Certainly, if you pay for them in New Zealand dollars, potentially, over a reasonable time frame, there could be a reasonable currency pickup from current levels. Oil seems to have stabilised as well around the sort of 48.52 level. It's just going to be interesting now to see if this is the sort of base, and the market can look to build just a little bit higher from these levels because there's still oversupply in the oil market globally, still producing around sort of 2 million barrels a day more than is being consumed. So to summarise, the market's still sort of pushing a little bit higher, but there are still some good opportunities out there, especially with some of these shares that have fallen out of favour a little bit over the past sort of 3 to 6 months. Good opportunity on the Aussie shares as well. There does represent some reasonable value out there, and potentially, given the current exchange rate versus the New Zealand dollar, there could be some reasonable pickup from the currency as well over the sort of next 2 to 3 years. If you're interested in discussing this, call us on 0800 867 323. Or go to the website www.bayfinancialpartners.co.nz. We look forward to speaking to you soon.